And anywhere you saw black people, they set up an economic foundation. Even Juneteenth, which is coming up and everybody's celebrating it, the first thing we did in Juneteenth was to set up a town. People said, see, the Granger comes into Galveston and he has an order to say you got to free the rest of the black folks. Now, the way they're telling us to celebrate, the last blacks were freed, hallelujah. That's not what happened. Granger came to town, yes, to enforce the end of legal chattel slavery. And note I say legal chattel slavery, okay? And in his note, he says, you are now free to be as employer and employees. And Shorty tell the black folks, y'all free, but stay on the plantation. And now you're going to work for a salary for the same guy who's going to enslave you, who was enslaving you, and that guy is going to set your salary. Yes, sir. This is what that thing says. You got to read it, right? He went further and said, now you can't go gathering around me, like you can't walk away from the plantation because we're going to arrest you. And you can't leave the plantation and go to other plantations to look for your husband, your wife, your daughter, and children, which was what black people did. The minute they got free, they went looking for their families in other places. In Granger's order, all of this is denied. In short, you're free, but you're still slaves, except now we're going to call you an employer-employee relationship. Or they go a step further. This is when you get the first major vagrancy laws. But them black folks who say, I ain't buying that, they said, we're going to arrest you and lease you back to the plantation owner. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't understand the dynamics, you think something happened that was something else. But most black folks say, the hell with you. We leaving. Do what you got to do. And it was those people that first started celebrating Juneteenth. What Juneteenth meant to them is that we self-determined. You know, we self-determined. And part of that self-determination was to start their own farms. That means at that time, farming, agriculture was the economic foundation of the Western world, the Western Hemisphere. So economics is the key. But the key can't stand alone. The key has two partners. Well, three partners. But the two main partners to the key, which is economic, is the politics and the culture. And at the core of the culture is your spiritual understanding of the universe.